What's going on, guys? Brian back with Block Garage, and I got a big update on the Z for you guys today. Yeah, we got some old school Recaro seats in the Z now, and they look amazing. Fit in there great, they're really comfy. Let me give you a quick background on why I have these to catch you up. Hey guys, Oxido just sent me this smart tire inflator. Let's check it out together. So here's everything it comes with. It's got a nice box, nice high quality box. This is the pump here itself. This is your rechargeable battery pack. It's got a nice 1.5 amp quick charger on it with USB cables, adapters to go in like a basketball or something like that. But we need to try it out, see how it works. I got the perfect thing to use it on. So this back tire on the truck always goes flat. It's got a slow leak. Let's try it out because I'm sure this thing is quite flat. So yep, so it obviously reads your pressure. I've only got 12.5 pounds in it. I got it set on 35. Can we bump that up? I'm gonna bump it up to 38. I always go a little high because I know this thing leaks down. We'll just hit the power button right here. That's your start button to pump. It's about 3.5 minutes. I don't think that's too bad for a little battery powered pump. You could just bring it out here, plug it in, walk away, come back, your tire's all pumped up. It's obviously not as quick as using a big air compressor, but not everybody has one of those. These are perfect because you can throw it in your car, you can leave it in your trunk, something like that. If you get a flat tire, you got a slow leak or something, you can pump your tire up and get you to someplace who can patch it or something for you. Very impressed with this thing. It's also barely charged. The battery's on red, so I would imagine if we did this with a fresh charge, it probably would pump even faster. By the way, this is, if you didn't see, it's their AT1 smart tire inflator. So it does up to 150 PSI, it says. It's got really easy to use controls. So it's got, it's in PSI right now, but you can also change it to bar, KPA, and kilogram per cubic centimeter. No, and kilogram per square centimeter. Sorry, one I'm not really familiar with. I also just noticed this. It's got this little storage compartment on the bottom where you can store your little adapters. And it's got a light on the front. So if you want one of these smart tire inflators for yourself, or one of the many other things that Oxido sells, check out their website. It's oxido.com. You can use my coupon code BLOCKGARAGE and you'll get 15% off, or you can just click the link in the description. We'll do the same thing. Well, if you guys remember, back this past winter, I got my buddy's Fox body over at the house, and it's still here. We've got that thing running good. I've driven it a couple times, but there's been a change. So my buddy was debating selling it, and we talked a bunch, and I ended up buying it. Well, I ended up buying part of it. So we actually bought that for my son. That's going to be his first car. And I chipped in some money. My son, he chipped in some money of his own. Some family members chipped in some money. We got it kind of as a present his 15th birthday is coming up in a couple months. He's going to be taking driver's ed right away and hopefully driving that thing. But with the car came a bunch of parts. And my buddy bought these Recaro seats to go in the Fox body. And part of the deal was, if I bought the car for him, I'm taking these seats. He's getting my old NRG seats. So that's what we did. I took these seats and I mounted them up yesterday. And these are genuine old school Recaros. They're not a knockoff. And they have been rebuilt. So everything on them has all been redone. The frames are all original, but the cloth and everything, the stitching, he picked all this stuff out. They are a darkish gray because that Fox body interior is gray, so he went with that. And I didn't know a lot about these, but apparently those mesh headrests are really rare. So we got those on there, and I think they look really cool. We got the red Recaro stitching with the buttons on there. They look really good in the car. So we got those things in here, and I drove the car real quick, like maybe a mile down the road. Haven't driven it much yet. And that kind of takes me to what we're going to do now today. By the way, let me know what you think about these things. Again, I'm not a big interior guy. I don't know a ton about them. But from what everybody's saying is these are pretty rare seats, and they are quite expensive. They are way more expensive to go buy brand new or rebuilt like this than those NRG seats had. Yeah, if anybody knows more about this stuff, if you know anything about these seats, just some background info, I'd love to know about it. Let me know what you know down in the comments. Leave some comments on, what you think in the car. But I'm really happy with them so far, and they're really, really comfy. And they sit in there much better. By the way, actually, before we go any further, a bunch of people asked me how I fit them in here, or how they do fit in the car. So I'm going to address that real quick right now. If you didn't watch back when I rebuilt the floors of the car. My seating arrangement is not anywhere near OEM. So we replaced the floors with the classic Fab floor pans, but I didn't use the OEM seat mounts. Let's see if I can get you guys down here. So if you can see underneath here, it's quite dirty, but this here is just a piece of angle iron, side to side on the car. There's two of them, one in the front, one in the back. And I got them just as far down as I thought I could without causing any issues of, not being able to mount seats in there. Get the hardware on the bottom and stuff. So my seats are much lower than they originally would be. Then you would be able to get them with the OEM seat mounts. And I also beat in the cat hump here because that's an issue on the Z's with a cat. Because that cat hump comes up so far, it's hard to get a seat down in there because it's so narrow. So those are two things that you might want to do if you're rebuilding your car. And I actually had to space these up an inch because they were too low. I didn't like how low they were. So we spaced them up an inch just with some 1-inch square stock. So, yeah. Anyways, we're going to go for a ride in a bit. And, I'll give you more of a review on the seats. But I really like them. By the way, I believe, I had the steering wheel in the last one, but I put my 2-step button on the steering wheel. So we got that now. It's not, I thought this coiled wire in here would be really annoying, but it's really not. You don't even notice it. I'm not 100% happy with having this connector back here. I just don't think it looks good, but that's what we've got for now. I'm not going to be really drag racing the car. I don't need the 2-step, but it's cool. So we got in there. I'm going to also, once I get, because I have no speed sensor in the car right now, the Speedo, like my Speedo doesn't work. That's partly because it's a mechanical Speedo and I have no way to hook it up. But the ECU has no speed signal. So once I figure out what I'm going to do, I got a couple options. I just haven't gotten that far yet. I'm going to make that so that activates as the rolling anti-lag, when the car's moving. It's pretty easy to set up both. I can use the same button for both. So anyways, we got that stuff in. We're going to be going to a car show in a bit today, though. That's the plan. I just... there's one going on about 45 minutes away. I haven't been to one yet. I'm not really a car show person. I'll go and talk to people, ask questions of their cars, answer questions of this. I'd rather do something with the car instead of just a car show, but we're going to go anyway, except for the weather. It's misty this morning. If it doesn't clear up, I'm not going because a car show in the rain's no fun. Especially because, people aren't going to show up. Now, let me show you a couple things on the Fox body. Owen and I have been working on it. So the interior was not put together very much. We've been working on this a little bit. So my buddy, when he had the car, he bought this rear seat delete kit. I would rather Owen wasn't driving around with all of his friends in his car once he's, got his license. So we decided to put it in since we had it. It, came with the car. It looks really nice. But we still gotta, I'm gonna put these NRG seats in it because these things are nasty. So I might as well give him those NRGs and put the center console in. We still got other stuff to do here. And I can't start it because the starter has shit the bed. So it just grinds. So I got one coming. And I got a total engine seal gasket kit coming also. I think we might, because that thing sat for a long time. All the gaskets got all hard. And I think we're going to pull the engine out at some point and just reseal everything. Really, really going to be hard not to put a cam or something in it. But where it's for my son, his first car, we're not going to do that. So anyways, that's a quick catch up on the Fox body. Also, I didn't mention, we did brakes on it because it needed brakes. Coilovers. We put BC Racing coilovers on it because my buddy had bought them too. So we got them on. It needs a little bit of adjustment in the height, and we got to align it and stuff. But the car's honestly not that far off. I've driven it a few times. Actually let Owen drive it a little bit, even though he doesn't have his permit, but just on back roads. So, we live in a small town. It is what it is, right? Anyways, I'll catch up with you guys when we are ready to go to the car show. Like I said, if the weather cooperates. If not, we'll just go drive around a little bit. All right, well, we're on our way up to the car show now. The seats are way more comfortable than the other ones. Fit in here nice and tight. They're a little narrower, but I fit in here good. So we're just going to cruise on our way up there. Not really going to do anything on the way up. I got to fix that annoying rattle. I don't know what that is. And we'll go enjoy the car show and then head back home. Well, we made it back in the garage. Pretty fun time. I'm not really a car show guy, like I said, but you know, it was nice getting out, looking at the other cars, talking to people, telling them about the Datsun, just checking stuff out. The burnouts were really good too. Hopefully somebody got a clip of mine when I left. If they did, you'll have already seen it, but hopefully somebody sends it to me. But yeah, everything went great with the Datsun. It is really fun to drive. It gets so many looks. I absolutely love driving it. You know, so many people asking me questions, thumbs up on the way by, you know, staring as we go by at a gas station, something like that. So, yeah, it's really fun. I didn't even make it into town, or I didn't even make it to the car show before somebody stopped me and asked me questions about it. So I didn't really get much video there at the car show. It just feels awkward to me still to be videoing in front of people, talking to the camera. So maybe we'll get over that at some point. And I know I didn't get many outside clips. It's really hard to do by myself. I know I had Owen with me today, you know, but I'd have to drop him off, go down, turn around, go back by, turn around again, go back and get him. It's annoying. So we got a couple. Hopefully they came out pretty good. But that's about it for this video. In love with the seats. Very happy we got those and stole them out of the Fox body, or before they got in the Fox body. I don't know what else to say, so I'm going to end this one off here. I'll see you guys in the next video whenever that happens to be.